Alright guys, so this is going to be the new God Kerada or Ray Kerada full showcase and review. So if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe to the video, guys. Alright, so for God Kerada, aka Ray Kerada, we're going to start off with the first move here. Now the first move is a one hand side block breaking ability. Now whether or not this move has iframes, I am completely unsure of, but if it does have iframes, this move will be absolutely insane. It's basically just a free block breaker that allows you to charge at people. It's always going to be a good thing. Now the only issue with it is that it is ground locked, so people can go up in the air and avoid it entirely, but the fact it's only a one hand side block breaker that also has the ability to combo extend makes it pretty good of ability in general. But like I said, if it doesn't have iframes attached to it, then you're going to get countered really easily. And people that know how to jump in Shindo Life, they'll just double jump and dash into the air and completely avoid the ability, or they'll just Ember entry in the air. Anything that goes in the air, they'll use to avoid it. But you can sort of use this ability as a combo extender as well, since it is a one hand sign ability. It'll just pretty much be like a 40,000-50,000 damage combo extender in a lot of different cases. I don't really see many people using this as a block breaker. So overall, this ability is probably going to be getting a B+ tier, just because, you know, it's very avoidable. It's also counterable in general, and I do actually think that more people are going to be using this for combo extending than block breaking in general. Now the second ability is a little bit different from the first one. It's actually going to be an AoE stun move, but it's not a natural stun. It's actually a very small knockback stun type of move. The fact that it's AoE definitely makes it a lot better in RPG PvP or team fighting PvP. In 1v1s, I don't really see this move being used that much, just because there are just much better stuns in the game. Usually the knockback type of stuns really are not that great unless you're stacking stuns on top of each other, because obviously it won't counteract each other's stuns if it has the knockback stun. It doesn't cancel knockback stun. But this is just, I don't really see this ability gaining much traction in the game. I'm gonna be giving this ability a B-, just because I do feel like it's going to be an AoE stun type of ability, obviously, because it's an AoE stun. So people are not going to be using this in 1v1 scenarios. I see people probably using this in team fighting, and I do actually think that this will be very good for team fights specifically. 1v1s, it's very replaceable in general. It's just a very B-, B tier move. Now the third move, I'm going to be honest when I say this, guys, this is pretty much just Vengeance First, but it does more damage. So if you guys like Vengeance First move and you want, you know, a version of it that does more damage, go for it. You know, I honestly believe the third move is just Vengeance First with more damage. If you guys disagree, that's fine, but I honestly feel like that's how it is. There's also potential for you to actually mess up while using this ability in general, because it doesn't, you know, hit stun afterwards. So when you're falling to the ground, there is a chance that you won't be able to combo them and they could just escape. So it might have a gap, it might not have a gap depending on lag and things like that. So just keep that in mind when you're using this ability. I do actually think that, you know, if you like using Vengeance, you'll definitely love using this ability specifically, since it's just Vengeance First with the, you know, new animation, which is always cool. So overall, this is going to get a B tier, B+ tier move. It's just a combo extending move in general. The fact it doesn't block break definitely makes it worse, just because I do feel like the first and third move block break, the Bloodline would be a lot better overall. But yeah, I do feel like this is a very, you know, B tier move set. It has a block break, it has AoE stun, it has, you know, a combo extending move. It's just a pretty okay move set overall. Now let's get into the mode. Now the mode doesn't actually interact with the abilities whatsoever, so it doesn't make the moves better like Snake Man. It just, you know, obviously you have the wings out and your character gets resized, so the wings get bigger. The stats of the mode really are not that great, honestly. They're kind of just subpar stats when it comes to stats, you know, in Shindo Life. The M1s are ranged, but they don't really do that much damage at all, so I don't really see people using this mode for M1 combos. Now the Q spec of the mode is going to be one that I feel like is going to be really easy to integrate into combos, but it'll be good if you know, use a place lock stun before using this ability, since most of the damage does come from the burn damage. Now this move does do a lot of damage. It's probably the highest damage move of the entire Bloodline. I'm pretty sure it could do up to like 100,000, you know, 120,000 damage, depending on, you know, how long you have them inside of the burn. That's why I'm saying place lock stun, M1 them inside of the burn, so you guys can do the maximum amount of burn damage. But it's an okay ability overall. It's really, you know, it's just whatever. Now the C spec is, I actually think the C spec is exactly like the third move, but it doesn't allow you to combo extend. It does do a lot of damage though. It does do 100,000 damage, so it's a pretty good combo ender. Like if you get them to 140,000 damage, hit them with the C spec and you do a lot of damage to them in general. So it's a really good combo ending move, but there's not gonna be a lot of scenarios where you could actually right mouse button C spec before, you know, they're able to escape. So just, you know, take it with a grain of salt. It's a huge damage ability that is good at ending combos. By the way, guys, what was your favorite part of this update. Free to comments below. We'll be checking them out. Now, that's going to be it for this bloodline. Overall, I'm going to be giving this bloodline a B+ tier, possible A- tier. I don't think this bloodline is going to be breaking into the meta at all. It doesn't really have any counters, auto dodges. You know, the moves are combo extendable, so I probably will see people integrating these into combos just because, you know, they're high damage moves in general. Throw them into a combo here and there. I see people using probably one ability from this bloodline. The mode isn't really anything amazing. I mean, it's just a high damage mode in general, but it doesn't really have anything else besides the high damage. So I don't really see people using this bloodline, if I'm going to be honest. The only thing I can see people using this bloodline for is the third move and the second move. The first move is honestly just too predictable to be useful, but I do actually think it, you know, as I said, it can be a combo extending move. The AoE moves are going to be good for PvP scenarios, so I think this is a very solid B+ A- tier bloodline. It's definitely not the worst bloodline they've ever released, but it's not the best either. I think it's a very balanced bloodline in general. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Because you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, post, guys. Bye bye.